Here we are, Chasta and baby Huey, backstage at Aftershock with family of ours. It's StrateJacket, everybody.
Hello, thank you.
Baby and Nate
So
in the
good
house.
to be here.
Our baby boys. I know that you probably hate that I say that, but I can't help myself because we're like the auntie and uncle.
Well, I was going to say we are their hometown radio station.
That's right.
And we're going to say they're one of our hometown bands. I think the order is Metallica, Green Day, then StrateJacket.
Absolutely. Is that an okay order?
Totally. We all grew up on you guys.
I love that.
I said it.
One day I hope to get first
You will.
place there.
You manifest it. And I have to say, if you notice, we've got the Bone. Thank you so much for rocking this on stage, by the way. And Bone Breakers. Now, here's what's crazy. You have the only Bone Breaker shirt that exists in the world. I made that well, John Serrato made the graphic, but I ordered that specifically for you guys. We don't even have
I don't even
them.
have that yet. I'm so jealous.
His birthday's coming soon. He'll get one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
It's an easy birthday present. So we made it just in time. Truly, we ditched work so that we would be here for your set. We were running through the field to get here.
I saw you guys.
I was like, we're sitting there watching. We were so excited.
We did see you run up.
First,
You did?
first Daniel, I saw you run up.
Yeah.
And then Chasta.
Yeah, you are hard to miss. Yeah.
It was such a great time, dude. All Aftershock.
Tell us, how do you feel? Was it amazing?
Well, it's very
It
cool
had a
to
bad
be.
start. That's not a pun, by the way.
Yeah. So what had happened?
we pun approved.
We started playing our first 3 tracks, which was amazing. Like the crowd was just matching our energy. They were
Yes.
cheering on. They were singing the songs back. It was so much fun. And then we did hit a little bit of technical difficulties, and we didn't have sound for a couple minutes, and so we ended up doing like crowd chants. He did the Star Spangled Banner on the guitar.
God bless you for improvising. Like,
Yeah,
holy
he
crap.
did a drum solo, and all the meanwhile we're trying to figure out what's going on. But after that was all sorted out, we played the rest, 3 more songs, and fortunately they let us play a little after, which we were very grateful for.
Yes.
And it was a great time. It was a great
I was
time.
very grateful for that too, because like I said, we were running late. And did a bug just fly? Did a bird shit on my
No,
head?
no, it was a leaf.
Was it a leaf? Okay,
It was a
thank God.
leaf.
Sorry,
I
was just
saw
like,
it.
Like what just ran down my back? You never know when you're standing.
It was a leaf.
Okay, thank God.
We're-
Glad you witnessed that. Yeah, I was really glad. So, but you referenced at the end that it was a bad start, and I was like, oh, I wonder what happened because we weren't there for the very first song. But
There was 10 minutes of just total
Chaos.
not knowing what was going
25
on.
minutes to play.
I bet
and
it
I-
felt like it. Yeah,
Dude, it
right.
felt
We
so
found out
long.
afterwards that they had a circuit that was just overheating in the,
Oh.
on
It
the
didn't-
Oh,
board.
lucky
Yeah.
you.
So-
I mean,
I know,
look,
I
these
know,
are the
right?
things that are going to happen. Now I'm going into anti-pep talk. You guys are in the middle of a tour, so this is the shit, right?
Yeah.
This is the stuff.
This is stuff you're going to talk about 10, 15,
Right.
20 years from now on your behind the music or
and you're
something.
pros enough to go, all right, let's improvise. Drum solo, national anthem. Do whatever you can do. Do whatever you can do, right? I love you for that. I
The
love
first
it.
thing, it was Jack's guitar that went out, and so I look at the crowd and I'm doing those Freddie Mercury's, hey
Oh, so good.
And
yes.
then once his guitar got back on, my bass just stopped working entirely.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I literally just went to yesterday my amp tech Randall, and he fixed it up. It sounded perfect, sounded great, but it just completely died. They used another band's amp, did not work. They used a DI box, didn't work until they miraculously brought us sound. But unfortunately, the sound people were pretty
On
quick. Yeah, they were on it.
I do think
Whose
that
amp did
to
you
some
use?
degree,
I have no idea whose amp I used.
it's good to have experiences where things are all going wrong because you
Agreed.
you can't force yourself to have that experience. Things just actually have to go wrong.
You know what? And I think this guarantees, Danny Wimmer, I think this guarantees a redo next year. What do you say?
Yes. You guys got to come back and you play the main stage
Yes.
in the evening time.
I love it. All right, make it happen.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
That makes it worthwhile.
But guys, listen, we're so happy for you. Just the run you've been on this summer.
Yeah.
So much to talk about. I know in September you guys did a 3-week tour around the South. You guys are TV stars in New Orleans now.
You were literally,
Like-
not to interrupt you, do you realize you were 2 blocks from my house in New Orleans? You guys could have stayed there.
I remember you posted that on Instagram, and I was I actually did in the back of my mind when we went to the vinyl store. I'm like, I wonder if
That's
Chasta's
my
here.
record store.
you
Yeah?
mentioned that.
When you posted that, I was like, I'm like messaging you. Next time, stay at my place. It's right there.
Oh, that'd be
It's 2
awesome.
blocks away.
It'll save us a lot of money.
Yeah, well, yeah, I would imagine. And it's a nice little spot if I do say so myself. But
We
you're.
will hold you to that.
It's on video. Like I said, I'm the aunt at this point. My house is your house. It's fine as long as you clean up. Okay, that's
We
all
will.
I care about.
We're very clean boys.
Yeah, I know you
promise
are.
You.
No peeing on the floor.
No peeing on the floor. Exactly.
Oh, then why are we staying?
And no parties.
What?
It's like, what's the point? Tell me, so on this tour, Tipitina's. How was Tipitina's? Legendary spot in New Orleans I'll be taking you to.
Okay.
We're going there in April.
Hey,
so.
Nate, tell him, dude.
What about it?
Tipitina's. Tell us about Tipitina's.
Nate, tell us about Tipitina's. You're on.
Oh boy, that was a really good show. Honestly, it was probably the best out of the whole run. I mean, and Judah and the Lion, we met them. They were super cool guys.
That's
They were doing Kimmel the next day or something.
They were doing Kimmel the next day. They did like a dance routine. I did not even.
Yeah. Mid set, like I don't know where. So we had a TV in the green room, and so they're singing, playing, and then we look away for a minute. We look back on the TV, and this is how they were, all together, synchronized.
That's crazy.
On stage?
Stop it. Are you serious?
Yeah, I think they were playing like I don't know if it was Backstreet Boys.
I was
or
going
like
to say
some-
that looks like an NSYNC or Backstreet Boys
Yes, they were
dance of
playing
some sort.
something like that.
We opened up for Judah and the Lion, and we shortened our set from an hour to 45 minutes, and
So that they could do that dance.
Probably.
Probably,
They-
huh? That's probably why they kicked us off stage.
Judah.
Damn you.
Tipitina's was wonderful, but like we got an encore and then we didn't get to play it, unfortunately, which
Oh.
kind of sucked. But
Oh.
it was still the experience.
Tipitina's
there.
redo. We're on the redo tour.
One of the people that work at Tipitina's, they lived in Sunnyvale.
In Sunnyvale?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
That's-
our
what a
hometown,
small-
and like she told us, like, you guys are from Sunnyvale, right? I lived there too. I went to Homestead High School, and I like immediately look at Jack. I'm like, Jack, and because we went to Fremont, they're rival high schools, and we were like,
that's
yeah.
funny.
They do a really cool thing where they have postcards in the green room
Yeah.
that they will do postage, so you can send postcards to family and stuff while you're on the road.
That's so rad.
we all sent postcards to our
Oh,
families.
wow. That's very
It was
cool.
totally awesome.
New Orleans making me proud.
Well, I was going to say, you guys did get an encore last Friday night.
Bottom of the Hill, yes.
Amazing show. I'm so happy I was able to see you guys
I know,
there.
I was so sad I missed that.
I wanted to ask, and it was interesting. I've been lucky to see you guys a handful of times throughout this summer. Caravan Lounge, Stay Gold in West Oakland, Bottom of the Hill. You guys have been really have this amazing following in the Bay Area. As someone myself, growing up in the Bay Area, I used to go to Jackson. I was telling you, I was going to punk shows 20, 25 years ago in high school and college, and there was a cool punk scene that I was involved with. For you guys, though, it's just really cool for me as the older guy at the show now. I'm watching you guys seem to have this cool little following going. From your perspective, what's the music scene like for you guys? It seems like you got a really great support system and handful of bands that you could put on shows together, either at venues or backyard parties, it looks like. So from your perspective, how's the Bay Area music scene for you guys to be able to play out of?
I mean,
Nate, take it.
I don't think anybody really discriminates. It doesn't really matter what kind of music you play, honestly. Like, you could be an indie band with like a metal band, and like the shows will still be crazy. Like, and it just doesn't matter. Like, as long as everybody vibes, like everybody's friends with everybody.
That's great to hear.
Like, before we started touring, we were, like a pop punk band, alternative like rock band, and so we were playing on lineups with like thrash metal bands and like and metal bands, and so we had to learn right off the bat what we can do to like push it past that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
because of that, we were able to, I think that helped define our energy and our overall punch to the crowd. And that was like pretty early on, but like Nate was saying, it's so diverse now, and it's really cool because I don't think like anyone really like discriminates about any genre. It's so interesting.
But it was cool. Last Friday, you guys finished your set, and the crowd was going, one more song, and you guys did it. So it's just cool that you have this following that when you play a hometown show, that people are there packing out the place.
Eating it up.
And then want more of you. Like, when you think
yeah.
you're done, they want more. So it's just really cool that the Bay Area is really supporting you. And it just, for us, we're just happy to know that music fans, rock fans, people are going out, supporting local venues, seeing you guys. So, I mean, it just really seems like a great feeling that you have a great support system. and now you're able to go out and tour, but able to come back and do these hometown shows.
Yeah. I think it's a nod back to Bill Graham. You guys are obviously really young. I don't know how much you know about Bill Graham, but, back in the day, he was legendary in the Bay Area, and he was about what you were just saying, Nate. Like, it wasn't as much about the genre. It was just about good music and people coming together in a community and building that up. And that's why the Bay Area was so impactful at that time. And I think we're, like, headed into a new space. We talked about that when I interviewed you guys on Soundwaves in May. Like, it kind of feels like we're in a good community and like the flow is happening in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I think a beautiful thing too is that like we do have people who can get us on big cool shows and on big cool festivals, but we never ever stop playing the DIY shows with our friends. Like we still do that to this day, and we never won't do it because that's like what it's all about. So
that's
like
who you are.
We are never entirely counting on a booking agent or a manager to book us that next big show or the next run. Like we take that upon ourselves to play with our friends in the Bay Area, in San Francisco, and that's just that's a core value of the band.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a favorite venue in the Bay Area to play?
Ooh, man, there's like 3. I really like I don't know if the Phoenix Theater counts because it's Petaluma.
Yeah, it's the Bay. Yeah,
that counts. Yeah.
Man, I just told him that it wasn't. So.
Petaluma is a part of the Bay.
Yeah,
it is.
It's the northern tip.
Yeah, no, it's
like right there.
Right there.
I really liked playing at Neck of the Woods.
Neck of the Woods.
That place is really sick.
Venue.
I missed that show with Ada Lemon.
Oh, dude,
I
it was
missed that.
sick,
I'm so bummed I
dude.
missed that show.
That is a great venue.
Right next to it, there's this really cool crepe spot. I forget what it's called, but right there's a crepe spot that I go all the time. I love it.
There's really good Indian food down the street too.
Yeah,
I don't know the name of it, but oh my God, it's
is
like
it
on the
like on the
corner
left side?
Yes, and on the corner there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
I think
good.
I've seen it.
We always go there.
That because it was that venue was a different name years ago, but the
It
first
was.
time I had Thai noodles,
Oh.
Jason All Time Highs.
Lucero.
Yeah, Lucero. He took me there. Sorry,
Oh, that's
going
funny.
off on a tangent.
Sidebar.
But that part of San Francisco, great spot for music venue. So it's with that being said, because that show, Ada Lemon, it seems like Sacramento has some really cool pop punk bands going right now.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Ada
Like,
Lemon is from Sacramento.
Yeah.
So have you guys noticed you've been able to kind of maybe merge the two together, like the Bay Area scene that you guys are in, and like work with the Sacramento
Super
scene?
scene.
We were, I personally was a fan of Ada Lemon back in 2019 when we first played with them at the Catalyst, because they were on that bill. They were on a bill that we played at as well. Nate was in a different band at the time, and he was also on the bill. So
Yeah,
that's how
wow.
we all kind of met each other.
That's
But Ada Lemon was on it as well, so I was a fan of them for a long time, and we got this opportunity to play with them in a farm in like 2021 or something like that. There were chickens running around the stage and
That's
stuff. It was
crazy.
totally fun.
That's the beauty of a DIY show.
But I know that they were from Sacramento, so like we always wanted to come out here and play. We just never expected that it would be Aftershock that we played at. So.
That's so great.
So for you guys, what's next? I know you're going on kind of a couple week run again now. So September was like south,
yeah.
east,
Yeah.
and now what's next? for you?
October is so after this we're gonna be driving up to Seattle.
Okay.
I think it's called El Corazon. No. it might
Oh
have been
yeah.
El Corazon.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's that one. And and then Portland, Oregon. Yes. Portland, Oregon. And then a couple days later, the Roxy in LA,
great
Phoenix,
venue.
Arizona, and then Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh.
Roswell.
You do some alien stuff.
Yeah, Nate's gonna get abducted.
Yeah, perfect.
You can't lose Nate. He's your secret weapon.
He is your secret
Like, dude, I
weapon.
want to give Nate his flowers. Like, dude, I don't know why. I mean, it was a Caravan Lounge, but then the next night at Stay Gold, I was amazed by your drumming, man. Like, the fact you're like show no emotion, but you are like swinging your arms,
Yes.
banging so hard, but you're just effortlessly swinging and banging. Like,
Well, they're very honest about him being like the linchpin. Like that was when it all like boom, boom, boom. Like that's when it
dude,
I
made.
Nate,
love you.
Here we are in another Nate
I know,
Love Fest.
I know.
It happened.
dude, come on, you deserve it, man.
What do
You
you
got.
think of his new haircut?
I love it.
I know,
we
dude,
just
yeah,
talked about
we
that.
just talked- we
we were
got-
just saying how cute it is. I love it.
I didn't say it was cute. I mean,
Well, I said it was cute.
You're so cute. You're great at
It-
drumming.
it
We
is-
love you. We love you. We love you.
It's fresh. You're looking fresh.
So Nate, wait, who are your
Oh.
influences then?
I mean, gotta say Travis Barker. I
Yeah,
love that guy.
that's fair,
A lot of
that's fair.
YouTube drummers, honestly. Matt McGuire, Luke Holland, Stewart Copeland, The Police. I mean, yeah.
Stewart.
Mario Duplante from Gojira. I mean, it
Oh,
list
yeah.
goes on and on.
That's a really interesting eclectic mix. I
Yeah.
love that. Stewart Copeland is my husband's #1 drum.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
You
he's
can't
amazing.
go wrong with
Yeah.
him. He's
Well,
amazing.
and Neil from Rush.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, like you
Can't go
can't.
wrong with Neil either.
We spent a
Trey
long
Cool?
time on the
Trey
road
Cool,
listening
too.
to podcast, and it's always like a musician talking to Rick Rubin or something.
yeah, of
And we listen to Stewart Copeland talking to Rick Rubin a little bit,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and just like his style and stuff. And it's always fun to like get an inside scoop on that. So
Yeah.
we'll dive into musicians that we like. And
I
stuff.
fall down the rabbit hole on YouTube with stuff like that. All right, we know you guys have to go. It's been a long day. You got
Yeah.
to get to Seattle.
Plus, we could do like a formal, cooler environment in
Yeah,
the studio.
you come to the
Air
studio.
conditioned.
When you get back home from
Yes.
tour, just come to the studio. We can chill and hang out. So we end all of our rock star interviews at Aftershock and everywhere else with this question. So we got to ask our fresh-faced rock stars here from the movie Almost Famous, which you're way too young to know about.
Oh, we watched it.
I love that
We
movie.
watched it.
raised them right.
Love it.
Yes.
Okay, so in the last frame of that movie, the question is asked, what do you love about music?
Everything.
Unit.
You've seen the movie.
I've seen the movie multiple times.
Unity. I like
Unity.
how it just brings everyone together, regardless of anything in your background.
He's stressing about a beta. It's not about better. It's just about whatever it is to you.
The guitar.
I love just how it makes me feel.
And your rock stars, favorite rock stars following you.
And, yeah, and your favorite rock stars follow you. If you know, you know.
I actually don't know.
We don't know
Whoa,
what you're
wait.
talking about. It's an
No.
inside story.
Sorry, yes. No, but real quick, before I forget, congrats, new album out. Well, by the time this
It
is
will be
released,
out,
it will be
yeah.
out by now. Bad
Yeah.
start.
Out at 9 tonight.
Tonight.
So-
So by the time you're watching this next week, go stream it, download it, buy it, support you guys.
Buy their merch.
Yeah, follow them, StrateJacket CA on
Yes.
Instagram. Keep track of the local shows in the Bay Area or
That's
wherever
right.
wherever you're watching this in the world.
Yeah, and hey, listen to Bone Breakers because we play StrateJacket on
Yes.
107.7 The Bone. Right here, baby.
Oh,
we
yeah.
love you guys. We're so proud.
Thank
We're
you.
so proud. It's only up from here. Mwah.
Thank you guys.
Thank-
See you guys.